Hello and welcome to your estranged relationship and what Spirit wants you to know. We all have experienced or maybe still experience estranged relationship from someone in our lives. You alone know exactly who this may be, but I'm here to ask Spirit, what advice for you? What this person may be experiencing from the estrangement from you, what your energy is currently, what their energy is, and what Spirit wants you to know regarding this situation. Your estrangement can be from a parent, from a friend, from a sibling, from someone else in your family. So you know who it is that I am speaking about. And I wanted to do this reading because I feel that there are a lot of relationships out there that, for whatever reason, are distant. And at one time they were very meaningful. This is something also very personal to my life as well. I have my own reasons for this estrangement. Sometimes I wonder if it is for my benefit, or sometimes I wonder if this is an area that I still need work on. So this came to my mind to do this reading and to ask Spirit for the collective. What advice do you give to those who are estranged from a certain relationship? What do they need to know? So let's start. All right, we got a clean slate here. All right, so let's start with, what is your current energy? Spirit, what is the energy of those who are listening here, those who are either struggling in an estranged relationship or just doing just fine in their estranged relationship? This is for the collective, Spirit, so please connect to the energy of those who will be listening and provide me with insight as to what energy they are experiencing right now, emotional or mental or physical. Thank you, Spirit. This one right here. Beautiful Nine of Pentacles. It's my favorite card. What energy, Spirit, are those listening, experiencing? Thank you. One more, Spirit. Thank you. All right, Six of Pentacles. We have a variety here. Let's take a look at these right here. What energy are they experiencing? Spirit, please. Whoops, too many turned over, sorry. Just three, please. Daughter of Swords. The Nine of Swords. A lot of mental anguish energy here. And then the Father of Cups. Okay. So you right now. We have a mixture here, as this is the collective. So we have some of you are feeling just all right. Some of you, the estrangement may have been related to some type of money issues, because I'm getting money. That's the first thing that came to me is Pentacles. The Pentacles popped out. And then the second thing that popped out to me was Cups. We have Cups and Cups here. 2 Cups and 2 Pentacles. So part of the estrangement, I'm thinking, has something to do with disputes regarding money, money owed, money that should have been paid off but has not. Some deceitfulness as well. I'm also seeing that some of you are doing just fine with the decision, as some of you have continued to flourish in your life just fine, and have continued to work your life and get the achievements that you want in your life, to work towards the abundance that you have wanted in your life. And you are doing pretty well. This is my favorite card, because it reminds me of working hard and saving and making the right decisions allows you to reap the rewards in your life. Nothing comes for free. Being independent, being someone who's very self-sufficient is the energy of at least some of you here. There are some of you, however, who do feel a sadness towards it, as you have had no other choice. And interesting, I just love the way Spirit works. Here is the 8 of Cups, the card, I'm sorry, of walking away from something that you tried and tried and tried to work through, but it just didn't work out. You gave it your all. You put all your heart and soul into it. And you decided finally that you just needed to move on because it was no longer fulfilling you. The situation at hand was no longer giving you the recognition, the life, the style, what you deserved. So you abandoned, you walked away from it. So your energy is an energy of letting go and having moved on to something else, as you felt the need to find the truth elsewhere. Very interesting. And then we have here another money card, the Pentacles, which is the 6 of Pentacles. And this is another energy of possible money issues, of giving and taking. Maybe somebody in the relationship gave too much and the other one didn't give enough. So somebody, at least one person here, has the energy of having estranged from the relationship because they felt that they were giving too much and did not receive. Or they may have feelings of not given as much as they should have, and they received more than they gave as well. We have to look at it from both angles. We all can't be perfect, right? We all have our shadow side that sometimes we have to work towards. So that is the energy that I'm getting here from somebody. Also, now we look into, we have the Father of Cups. So there's one particular person here who is a very loving, caring, kind person with the Father of Cups, which is the King of Cups. And this may very well go with the giving and taking right under this one, as it came out this way, of having been somebody in a relationship that gave a lot of love, was very emotionally supportive, but did not receive the same back. Or we can also flip it around. The other person that you had a difficult an estrangement with complained that you did not provide the love and support that they needed you to bring forth. So you have to look at it from both sides. There's also sword energy, which is all in the mind, finding the truth of something, the clarity. So I'm going to say that some of you may have felt in the relationship before that there wasn't sufficient clarity within the relationship. that certain things were hidden, certain things weren't told to you. There may have been a little bit of deceit going on within the relationship, which made the relationship go estranged. There may have been hidden truths that came to the forefront, and then that caused the relationship to end. Your feeling right now may be exactly that you are still in the energy of having been hurt, having been denied, having been passed over, having been kept in the dark about something, and something came out into the light, and this is something you're still struggling and hurting from still. There also may have been lack of communication within the relationship, and you just have not been able to come to an agreement. No matter how much you have talked about it, no matter how much counseling there has been, you have still not been able to come to an agreement. Some pretty significant past wounds I'm getting as well, past hurt feelings, things from way back that were never addressed, maybe even some of you from childhood that still need some work on. Very nice. So that is your energy. All righty. Let's take a look at their energy. Let's take a look at their energy, Spirit. What is their energy like? What is their energy like, Spirit? 3 cards, please, from this deck. What is their energy like? We got this one. New, the Fool, new beginnings. Sorry, I had a couple that flipped out here. Let me unflip them. Okay. What is their energy like? Queen of Swords. Page of Pentacles. One more. The Ten of Cups. Somebody has moved on already. Someone has moved on significantly already. A completely new beginning. We have the Fool here, new beginnings. See, you may be holding on to something, but they've moved on. Who are you hurting? Are you hurting them, or are you hurting yourself? Something that you have to think about. Some of them, not all. This particular person here has not moved on at all. That particular person is still hurt and is still looking at the past, what you did to me, not letting something go. We got the Seven of Wands. Defending their point of view still. Thinking about something that they planted and it should have grown one way, but it didn't. Disappointment. What else, energy, Spirit, do we have here for those who are listening? What other energy from the other party can I provide? Oh my goodness. These are too many, Spirit. Sorry. Too many. Can I just please have 2 more? There's one coming up. Oh, okay. 2 more. Thank you. The Sun and the Six of Wands. Interestingly, the other side of the party, most of them, not all of them, have let go and have moved on. Some have moved on victoriously. So you may have had, say, a divorce where For some of you, they ended up with more than you did. Or it could just be a breakup of a partnership where they ended up with more than you did. And they're doing just fine. Most of the energy is like that. I'm also receiving from here, from this card, somebody is wanting to make amends, and it has to do with resources, finances of some sort. Maybe money owed, making something right, trying to balance things out, new information that has come to them that they can now supply to you. So for some of you, if this is applicable to you and somebody's trying to reach out to them, give them a chance. Give them a chance. Somebody is trying to offer you a gift again. A gift of some sort. Maybe starting something new, giving it another go. Trying again. That one popped out in my mind's eye as important to give you that information. And this is this very cold-hearted, callous person here. That's not what always the Queen of Swords is, but that's how I am experiencing this person. This person is a little bit all about structure and about the mind and about being inflexible. Somebody who's very smart. Someone who is very, say, independent. They like things to be very clear. They cut through baloney very, very quickly. They may have cut you out rather abruptly. They don't like playing games. They don't like playing mind games. The energy of this person felt as if you were playing with them. And this person is very independent and very wise, also very cutthroat. You don't have to do too much to this person to piss them off. And this person here is still holding on to some grudges and has not let go. And that is why you continue to be estranged from this person. They're not ready to let go what it is that happened between you two. You may have your own side of it, but this is the energy that I'm getting from them. And then we have the Seven of Wands, which is somebody had tried. How their energy is, what they're feeling is they tried. They tried to plant the seeds and have the relationship grow with you. And it did for a great while, but then they started feeling as if it wasn't going anywhere. Their energy is it wasn't moving to the area that they wanted. It no longer had the drive, the passion of what they wanted, and they felt a little stuck. And this affected the relationship, and they ended up probably being the person who broke it off. We also have the Six of Wands here, and the Six of Wands is all about victory. And having struggled within something, but then walked away victorious, successful. So this person is feeling successful, as I was mentioning before. Within the relationship, they left with more than what they brought into the relationship. And some are outright happy and joyful that the relationship has ended. They don't feel estranged. They're just going on their happy merry-go life, doing everything that they need to do, moving on with their life. So let's see what kind of advice Spirit has for you? What advice does Spirit have for you in this situation? Spirit, what kind of advice do you have for them? For those who are listening? What kind of advice do you have for those who are listening? Consider the options and compassion. I need one more. Just feel like there's one more message here. Authenticity. All right, consider the options. Is what I'm getting from here is it a good idea to remain estranged from this person? Look at all the options. It says you've narrowed your focus to one desired outcome, and you might be missing a bigger opportunity. Open up and let the universe send you their highest possible result. So for some of you, the advice is maybe you closed yourself up a little bit too quickly. Is there an alternate way to deal with this? Should you want to? Consider all the possible opportunities and options that there might be in getting this situation under control, improving on it, if it is something that you want to do. There's always free will. Having compassion towards somebody, perhaps this person that you have had an estranged relationship with, a run-in, perhaps they need a little bit of compassion in your life. Perhaps they're older. They're set in their ways. They haven't been able to get out of that. They need help. It says you're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend. Be a loving comforter who always has your back. So the impression that I got, the message that I got from this spirit card was you perhaps not having the compassion towards somebody else. The message, the actual message that I'm reading here is also to have compassion towards yourself. If it is a relationship that was ended by the other person, have some compassion towards yourself. You did the best that you could at that time. Don't beat yourself up if you are still hurting for something that you lost, that you really never wanted to lose, but something within your behavior may have caused it to happen. Because we always have to look at ourselves as well in a partnership, in a relationship. Always. There's always two sides of the story. Always. Working on your shadow self and looking at the areas that you may need work on to integrate into your wholeness may be something that you need to look into, if not look into professional help to help you. But remember that you're only human and you are allowed to make mistakes and to have comfort, pat yourself on the back and love yourself and give yourself a hug every now and then. And then authenticity. I did remember saying that there was somebody here who may not have been as clear as they should have been, as open. There may have been some deceit. The authenticity that I'm getting is somebody who did not demonstrate 100% who they were, or were not comfortable being who they were, or were held back and they couldn't show who they were, their own authentic self. So be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in. Break away from expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success. Very nice. All right, let's check out what other pieces of advice from the angel cards. Angels, what other advice do you have for them? Thank you. And thank you. All right, we have a lot here. We have obstacles and blocks are being lifted. All your good personal work and your positive energy shift has overcome. Previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. So good things coming. Not all bad things, right? No more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedoms. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. And then we have partnership. Allow healthful, supportive partnership into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. This is for future advice for you. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. And last one, detox your friendships. Ding, ding. Very good for the estrangement here, saying your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So being discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. Spirit is saying here with this one that just because somebody is in your family or a loving friend of many years and they are no longer resonating with you, they are no longer uplifting, they are now toxic, it doesn't mean that you have to keep them in your life. Just because they are family doesn't mean that they have to be in your life if they are being toxic and causing you to have more doubt and more worries and more problems than you really need in your life. Very nice, all right? And one more piece of advice from Spirit for these cute little cards here. Pieces of advice from those listening here. Angels, for those listening, please. Pieces of advice for, thank you. It says, move. A rolling stone gathers no moss. So if you are not happy with the situation, get out of it. Do something different. Make yourself happy with the better decisions that you may need in your life. One more for the road. One more for the road. Please, angels, one more for those listening. All right. We have rest, slow down. You don't have to solve everything today. And courage. When picking roses, don't fear the thorns. Very nice. Courage for you and whatever decision that you want to make regarding this estranged relationship. Is it worth coming together and improving on it? Or is it better something left in the past, regardless of who it may be with? All right, I sure hope that you got some nice information out of this and advice from Spirit, and you enjoyed this particular topic. My name is Lucy B. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It allows the algorithm to grow so that I can get the message out to others out there. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you at the next video, okay? Bye-bye for now.